Hello, everybody. Welcome to another tabletop multi-tool discussion. And I just want to kind of show you a couple of the things that I have been doing differently lately and a couple of new items that I have obtained after a long period of time. Like I said, these are all Skinth products. My Skinth collection is growing ever rapidly. I love their products, but they do take quite a long time to get. I mean, these right here took, let's see, I ordered these two first. I ordered these two first together, and then I ordered these in another order, and they took about the same amount of time, which is about a month and a week to actually get them after you order them. So that's the bad part about the Skinth products. But anyway, I started off with this here. This works really well. This is the shield version of the Skinth sheath. You can get this in a multitude of different configurations. You customize it yourself, and then they put it together and make it for you. This one I got with the pocket clip, and it holds the tool in place really well. All of the stuff that you put in here. But I originally got this one, and my biggest problem with this one was that it'll hold the surge or tools the size of the surge or the length, I should say, just fine. But then when you went to put the bit kit in here, it became a problem. I ended up having to put the bit kit in behind here, and then over the course of time, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but when I was a kid, my mother, she started off, with a kind of a reasonable sized purse, a small purse. And then over the course of time, the purse grew. You went to the next size. Well, then you'd fill that one up. You'd have too much stuff in that one. And then she'd get a bigger purse. And then finally, she ended up with this giant Jaga purse, carrying everything under the sun in there. And I can kind of relate to that now. I'm kind of having the same issue. The more times I'm at work and I come across a situation where I don't have the proper tool to do something, and I have to walk back to where I have my tool bag, which in some cases can be, quite a walk in some of these places. So I just find it a lot easier for me if I'm prepared for every conceivable scenario on my belt, have the tools with me. So I went from this, and I still use this, when I'm not at work and I'm going camping or something like that. I still use this. This does in fact fit smaller tools. Like this is the original super tool. This fits in here really well, and the super tool 300 as well. This fits in here really well. Of course, with this down, probably, you'd have to put that down. But that fits in there real well. And with the super tool, you don't carry as many bits and extensions and things like that with the super tool. So if you're a super tool guy, this is the extra large version of the shield. And this fits the super tool real well. The wave, the wave is actually kind of swims around in here a little bit, so maybe you'd want to get the large for the wave or something. This here is the center drive, and with the center drive, it's kind of the same thing. The center drive is, just a little tight in here, maybe. You can carry it, you can snap it. And again, with my options, I got the snaps. I like snaps over Velcro, but you can have either way. So that's that one. And then I got this one, which is this exact same version here, only the top flap is longer. This is actually longer. So it's exactly the same in every way, other than that, except the length of the closing flap is longer. So what ends up happening with this one is that now it fits the surge, perfectly fine. And then you can have both your bit kits. You can have a bit kit here. Actually, both the bit kits, the flat bit kits will fit right here. Extensions here. you know, like, you know, you put your extension here like this. But as some of you may remember, if you've been following my, you know, you've been following my videos, you know that I've switched as much as I possibly can. There's only one tool where I still use the Leatherman flat bits. I just prefer three-dimensional bits, and these are the ones I now use with the Surge, and I just put those in there now like this. And these are double bits, so there's a, you know, there's a bit on both sides, so you actually have, you know, two bits in one. So instead of carrying, you know, what is this, like 10 bits, you're carrying 20 now, you know, so it's better. And these are the Weehaw bits. I'll put a link in the video description if you're interested in these bits. I really like them. Been using them for a while now, and I like them a lot better than the Leatherman flat bits myself. So I use those, and that fits in there like that. And you know, this is a really cool setup with, you know, with the other stuff that I carry. And this will carry a lot of stuff, and that's the reason why I went to this size case. And of course, you can get these in different colors. This one's gray now. This one's coyote. This is their coyote color. This is a pocket organizer. I started with this pocket organizer, and this is good for like when you're not at work and you're carrying less stuff. I still use this one, but this one is better for when I'm at work and I've got to carry you know, a mega ton of stuff. What I use this for is anytime I'm going to be dealing with you know, doing a lot of hard drives, I'll grab this. This has all my hard drive tools in it, and then I'll just grab this, stuff this in my pocket, and I'm good to go. But eventually I outgrew this one as well. And look how they hold up, man. I've used the snot out of these. Look how this still looks like brand new, you know what I mean? It's just this material they use is, you know, incredibly durable. But I knew that I was going to outgrow that one. So this is the one that I carry at work now. This is my current setup. This is my current loadout at work as well. You know, of course, you know, I change the multi-tool I carry all the time, you know, just to, you know, because I'm a multi-tool guy, and I'll carry different multi-tools. You know, like one week I'll carry a center drive, one week I'll carry the Surge, and load it out for particular tools. This particular setup is loaded out with a Sog. I'm carrying a Sog currently. With this particular multi-tool that I'm carrying now, doesn't have scissors. So I have my trusty favorite scissors. Oh, let me mention that I did try your guys' suggestion on my last video. I did try your guys' suggestion. I did buy one of these, the Leatherman Style CS, I believe is what this is called. And I do like these. These are not bad, but I do not like them, just so you guys know, just my opinion. I like these, but I don't like them better than these. These are still the ultimate pair of scissors for me. But I do think that these are a very close second for me. But I guess for me, I like these, you know, this more traditional style scissor with where your fingers fit in there like a regular pair of scissors. I like that. And these scissors work so well for things that I do at work. It's just, they're just a really good pair of scissors. These are also a really good pair of scissors. I just don't find them as comfortable because they don't have the finger things to stick my fingers in. I just kind of find myself kind of more fiddling with these than I do with these other ones. So I keep these by my desk. These are my favorite, you know, right here where I'm sitting right now scissors, because I've got them clipped onto my tool rack right here, you know, in my man cave here. And that works out real good. But these, this is going to end up being a scissor video, but I like just to put those right there. And again, I got the snaps on this one here. I got the snaps again. I just prefer snaps. You can do whatever you want. But the tool that I'm carrying right now is the Sog Power Access. This is just a really good, smaller, lightweight multi-tool that I like. The only thing that I really use on this multi-tool when I'm carrying it is the file Once in a while, I'll use the Phillips screwdriver, which, works really well. It's ground really nice. I've talked about this before in the past. This one is, as far as my opinion goes, it gets the job done. I can use this knife to open up the boxes I need to open. It works fine. But if I had a small gripe, it would be in the knife department. It's a little bit difficult to get the knife out. You definitely can't get it out with one hand. A lot of people are asking me questions, and I need to start answering that preemptively in more of my videos, because I get that question a lot. This really can't be effectively opened with one hand. I think they tried to do that, but yeah, it's the tools are harder to get out of here. But I generally find myself, when I'm carrying this loadout here, I don't use this for much other than the pliers and the file. I use the file a lot. But anyway, so that's the multi-tool in here. This is my new screwdriver that I just got. This is all titanium. This has got a ball bearing on the end. It uses regular full-size bits, which I like quite a bit. You can't use the double-sided bits in here. But when I have to use the drive adapters for the sleds and servers, I've got my longer bits right here. I've got my two sizes that I need. And, you can put them in the end of here like that. And I can reach those harder to reach screws like that. And I love this ball bearing action, man. This is just an awesome screwdriver. A guy makes these for county com. And these are just, this is just awesome. The thing about this screwdriver is it's really badass. I mean, it's just the ultimate screwdriver. Super comfortable, works really well for what I do, but maybe it wouldn't work well for what you do. I don't know. They're not cheap. I mean, this is a pricey screwdriver, being that it's made out of titanium. So check them out if you want. I'll try and leave a link in the description for this screwdriver as well. So I just stuffed that in there. And lately I've been carrying some, let's see here. These are Nipix flush cutters. And I use these to get tightly bound SATA cables or drive cables for when setting up a RAID card or something like that. These connections can be tightly bound together with small zip ties that are just like impossible to get the zip tie cut without damaging the connections. So these are my favorite flush cutters, and I just carry those with me just for that one purpose. I don't know if I've ever used them for anything else. My titanium pry bar also comes from CountyCom. I don't know if you guys can make that out. CountyCom. countycom.com. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. And I'll just kind of stuff that in there. And then here's my bit kit that I carry for my screwdriver. And I also carry this when I'm carrying the center drive, same bits. But those are the bits I use most often at work, and I just stuff them in right here. And that's for my screwdriver, like I said. And then here's my marker, my pen. And that's what I carry. This is the pen I carry here. And another kind of exciting thing on this side, it's got this little side pocket right here, right? So you open this up, and I've got this like little LED USB lighting thing that a buddy at work gave me. And if I'm working in a server cab for a long period of time, I'll plug this in. Or if I need to find where that server came from, like if I take it out and I need to find that location, I'll put this in one of the servers and it lights up the area. And it's like a beacon. I can go right back to it without any trouble at all. And then this right here is the other exciting little thing that I've got that I use the snot out of, and I just love this thing. This is a little adjustable end wrench made by CountyCom again. Big fan of their stuff, man. See, you can see right there. I don't know if you guys can make that out. It's not going to focus, I don't think. Maybe it will. But anyway, titanium adjustable end wrench. This thing is tough as nails. It actually does jobs bigger than you would think it could for its size. It's just really an amazing little wrench, and it weighs like almost nothing. I think this thing weighs like just I don't know off the top of my head, but it's so light. It almost feels like it's made out of plastic, like it's not a real tool. So it doesn't weigh anything, and I just kind of stuff it into this pocket over here, and I close that up. Now over here on this side, so you got this pocket on this side, this pocket on this side. And over here, I keep hard drive screws. I've got the 3.5-inch hard drive screws. And actually, that's the SSD screws right there, the smaller drives. This is the 3.5-inch drive screws. These containers, also from CountyCom, in case you're wondering where those come from. And I just keep a little thing of screws because, man, one thing really pisses me off more than anything is needing a screw for a hard drive and having to walk all the way back to get screws, back to where we keep our stuff, and that just sucks bad. So I just keep screws with me. And this is my rape whistle right here, also from CountyCom. This is the CountyCom rape whistle with a little clip on the back. And the reason I carry this is because in a data center where you might not see another soul for the entire night. If something were to happen to you, something fall on you, or, you get into some trouble or something, and you need someone to find you fast, I just figure be a good idea to carry something where I can make some noise and get found pretty quickly if need be. And then the other thing I carry in here is just a miscellaneous thumb drive for doing miscellaneous things, loading OSs or files or whatever, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I'm carrying, and I like to carry all this stuff. So as you can see, this bigger pouch for me was the way to go. You may not need one this big, but they sell these in all kinds of different sizes and custom configurations. But that's kind of what I'm carrying at work. Let's get this back in here, and this is kind of how it all fits in there right there. And this pouch, this sheath will hold any multi-tool. I mean, it holds any multi-tool well. Of course, you'd have to move this out of the way, but there's the Super Tool 300. I mean, it just swallows it, right? I mean, look, it's not even flush. That's why I keep that little, that little lanyard loop up, so it's easier to get out of here. I was carrying this for a while, just recently. This is the one that my buddy, messed up real bad. So, yeah, still using it. Still hasn't replaced it, by the way, if anybody cares about that situation. So there you have it. So this works really well. I just kind of keep that up, so it's just easy for me to grab out of there. Here is the center drive. I carry the center drive quite a bit. As a matter of fact, this is the setup for the center drive right here. If I carry it, the exact same setup. So yeah, so there's the exact same setup with the center drive. Let me give you another idea. Here's the old school Super Tool. Old school Super Tool fits in there like, I mean, it'll just hold anything. What about the Surge? You guys want to see how it holds the Surge? Here's the Surge, which is, one of the biggest multi-tools around, and I just got this on here just so it's easier to, yank out of here when this is on my side. And I actually haven't figured out where I'm going to put this if I have this. So I just got to kind of hunt and peck around in here. There's there's plenty of room in this thing, like I guess like that. There you go. Easy enough. And then when you pull this out, it kind of stays, the pocket kind of stays like that. I mean, this is just the greatest sheath ever, man. If you carry a multi-tool or, little tools like this in your job, I highly recommend you get yourself. And the reason why I got this god-awful color, this orange and black, this super bright orange, first of all, you can see it from space. That's one thing. And then if I were to ever set this down somewhere, there's no denying that this is mine. I got to thinking, well, if I, that's kind of plain Jane, a lot of guys will pick this color, Maybe even a lot of guys will pick this color. Maybe even a lot of guys will pick that color, you know. But nobody's going to pick these colors. You know, this is kind of an oddball thing. I don't think you're going to find a lot of guys picking this. So that's why I picked this, and I'll be able to spot this from a long ways out. You know, if I were to set this down, leave this in a cage or do something like that, and, you know, I just can easily go back to it. But anyway, I really like these. These are the ultimate multi-tool sheaths. I haven't found anything better. They just work. They work really well. I do recommend, if you have a need for something like this, that you definitely grab you one of these. They make this as well without these side pockets. They make a version without these side pockets. And all of this stuff is the custom stuff I added. These loops on the front, this is all my custom stuff I ordered with it. So you don't have to do it the same way. You know, you just pick and choose how you want to do it. And that's the beauty of it. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out these sheaths. But I've been using this thing for a long time. One of my pins exploded right there. That's what happened there. One of my pins just started leaking, and it got all over me, but that's all it did to my sheath. So that's pretty cool. I haven't been babying this thing either, man. You can see I've got a lot of weight in here, and this thing doesn't look like I've even used it. It still looks like brand new. I mean, it's awesome. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I sure do appreciate it. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It's much appreciated. It's what keeps the YouTube algorithm churning. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of video, I kind of do a variety of different types of videos, just depending on what's going on in my life. You know, a lot of people don't like that part about my video because you never know when I put out a video what it's going to be about. It might be about camping. It might be about ATV riding. It might be about motorcycle riding. You know, it might be about drones. I mean, so that kind of hurts me in a lot of ways, but if you like, you know, to follow me and you're kind of interested in some of the same things I am, maybe, give me a subscribe as well. Hopefully I've earned your, subscription, and, we'll catch you on the next one. Talk at you guys later on that end.